All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and let's talk about what Milwaukee impact is right for you. So I've got the high torque, the mid torque, the compact, and the stubby. Now, I think everything but the high torque is available in 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Your flavor of choice is your flavor of choice, but let's talk about the roles I think these guns go into. So first off, out of these guns, the least used for me, I've had these since they came out. Milwaukee is a sponsor. So what is the least used of this stack here? For me, my day-to-day, every day, it's the high torque. High torque has plenty of power. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy. Take lug nuts off like nothing, crank bolts. It's a beast. But it's my least used tool because it's heavy. My most used is the mid torque and 1/2 inch drive. I use it for lug nuts, control arms, crank bolts, engine mounts. I use the snot out of this over the high torque. That's what I use it for. Now let's talk about the smaller ones, the compact and the stubby. Now, honestly, the compact probably has a little more power than the stubby in 1/2 inch and 3/8. I only have the 3/8 compact. The biggest drawback to the compact is the battery. You know, they're significantly different in size. So this gets a little awkward when you're trying to do, in-engine compartments and stuff like that. My compact and my stubbies are used very often, but generally the stubbies get the general grab on most things simply because of their size. Now, one thing that Humble Mechanic pointed out to me, because he has smaller hands than I do, is that may be a factor for some people, is the stubbies have a bigger handle. Now for me, I can touch my thumb, no problem. And obviously on this one, I can for sure touch my thumb. And I'm ambidextrous, so. But generally, I grab the stubby before the compact for most things. Now, I'll grab the compact when I'm in a situation where it's it's more open. But generally, that's the separation, is least used, most used, and then this one, the stubby, is generally everything else. Just a little buying guide for those guys out there trying to decide between these guns. Now, if you have something like a powerful air impact, you can skip the high torque and just get the mid torque for day-to-day stuff, and you've got that air to back you up. If you don't, and you had to choose between these two, I would probably go with the high torque just because it's more versatile. Day-to-day, this will get stopped up. I've had this one stop turning on seized lug nuts. This one will break them off, just an FYI. So if you were looking and you had an air impact, I would go ahead and get the mid torque and stubbies. Just my preference. As always, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.